Okay, so I'm going to, on a closing note, SEO and internet marketing forums and marketplaces, you need to be on. They're just some of these. Just be careful what you read out there in the SEO world, because a lot of people are just posting stuff that's rehashed and circulated from other people who don't know what they're saying and they're not tested it. So, and then Google comes up and says a lot of stuff. So SEO is it's really difficult in that sense, because the source of information needs to be accurate as highly. You need to trust the person, right? So you shouldn't just trust anything that you read online, because then if you use it for SEO, it's going to have no effect, right? And that's just a waste of time and effort and resources. So you need to visit the right forums. Black Hat World is there for a lot of black hat SEO, right? You may find some white hat also, but uh, I don't know what to say about Black Hat World, because it is a good place and you can find some good stuff, but you need to know your SEO inside out. And that's not a good place to learn the SEO, but it's a good place to find vendors who know what they're doing. But you can never know who's selling you junk and who's selling you something that works, right? Because a lot of the remark comments and all outdated, and then they allow you to, Black Hat World allows you to edit stuff and you can switch it around, so newcomers don't know. So if you're visiting that thread, you don't really know what it was originally. And I love and hate Black Hat World. I mean, I used to hang around. I do like make some posts over there, and I do visit it a lot. I do like it, but it's got its like, if you're finding vendors, just be really careful. It's the same goes for Fiverr and People Per Hour and Upwork, right? Or any of these sites. If you're looking for vendors or third-party providers who are experts at what the specific service they're providing you, like maybe press release service, if they're experts, but you don't know, like, if their service works, if they're executing everything properly. So if you're solid, you need to have a solid foundation of SEO, and then you need to go in and you need to read the threads and see exactly what they're offering, and make sure you agree to what they're doing. I mean, if you can, once you get good at SEO, you know who's like talking, where there's a lot of fluff and where there's a lot of BS and stuff that you should just stay away from. So that's really important. So, but you can visit Black Hat World. Maybe if you're good at something, you can offer it as a service there. You can start your own thread and offer things as a service. And Fiverr, again, you usually had only $5 gigs, but now you can get gigs for 10, 20, 30, 100, 200, 300, maybe as much as $400. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a good place again. But again, there's a lot of junk and just crappy SEO gigs on that, so you need to be careful what you're getting. Then there's People Per Hour, which is another. It's fairly recent, I think. No, not that recent, maybe 3 years old, but it came up much after Fiverr. But there's a lot of SEO stuff happening there, a lot of social media, a ton of SEO stuff. And there's what I liked about People Per Hour is you can find a lot of people giving you editorial links there. But again, you need to make sure they're genuine providers, right? If you're getting, you can get a link on inc.com or gadget.com or geek.com, or some of these top sites, a lot of the top sites, entrepreneur.com, and there's a whole bunch of them. And so a lot of those providers hang out on People Per Hour, and I use that a lot for that particular aspect of SEO. You can also use it for local SEO and finding people to do local SEO for you. Again, if you're doing arbitrage SEO, which is like you're just getting clients and then you're the in-between individual SEO provider, and you're going out there and you're finding vendors, then you need to do your homework properly, and these sites will help you a lot. If you just want to provide services, SEO services, you can go onto these sites as well, because there are ton of people come here looking for SEO work also. But again, you got to make sure you know what you're doing, because people are pretty ruthless if you leave bad remarks and then your profile gets bad. And then there's Upwork, um, which was Elance, and I think there was another freelance site. It was a mixture of the two. They blended it together, they bought it, and then they rebranded into Upwork. That's also popular. That's another marketplace if if you want to look for SEO providers or any freelance people, as a matter of fact, or if you want to provide these services. Then there's MTurk and MicroWorkers if you want to look for people to perform small minuscule tasks for like a few cents or 10 cents or 20 cents, like clicking on a link or visiting a site, browsing the pages, or just trying to fake that kind of thing. So you try and fool the Google AI. These are the two sites that you can go. MTurk is owned by Amazon, and then there's microworkers.com. And I will come up with another video probably in this course, or another sort of separate video where I show this particular strategy and how to use micro task workers to perform small SEO tasks and fool the Google AI, because the AI is tracking how real people behave. So if you go out there and get these real people and get them to perform certain things and do them a particular way, you could manipulate your rankings. So that's a pretty interesting black hat trick, but you need to know how to perform it the right way. Otherwise, it's not going to be effective, right? So just PM me if you're interested, and I'll update you when I make that video. Then there's SEOclerks, which is which is exactly like Fiverr, but just has SEO gigs on it. And then there's Freelancer, which is sort of a dumbed down version of Upwork, and it just has freelancers for low cost projects. Not as Upwork would be slightly more premium, higher priced, though they do have low price projects also being posted. But Freelancer you could get for $5, $10, custom tasks if you just have a small task to perform. Mind you, just make sure you do your research before you hire anyone on any of these freelancing sites, or you order any gigs, because a lot of the times you may not get what you pay for, and then you don't want to go into like the whole dispute thing and asking for a refund from the site owners, and then they have certain terms of service and your money gets stuck, and sometimes you don't get it and it's frustrating. So that's the downside of it. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and this entire series, this particular module, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.